Welcome back to Education in Georgia, Part 4. In the last two videos, we've looked at the current state of education in Georgia with the Common Core State Standards, teacher certification, accreditation issues, and concerns over local governance. In this video, we will talk about the solutions. So many of us have come together to reclaim local control of education. We are a team, and we hope that you will join us to make a difference. We've been fighting Common Core for almost 2 years now, and have learned some valuable lessons. Here are 3 important A words to remember. Advisory. Remember that if you are on an advisory committee, you do not have any real authority. Keep this in mind if you are ever asked to join one of these committees. If your advisory committee does not have any voting power, you may be wasting your valuable time. Appointed. Right now, our local school superintendents and State Board of Education members are appointed, as well as the members of the Professional Standards Commission, the agency that oversees certification. Appointed officials are not accountable directly to the voters, but to the people who appointed them. If we want our schools back, we need to insist that school officials will be elected rather than appointed. Accreditation. We need to make sure that school districts in our state are not hijacked by accreditation agencies with hidden agendas. Moving back to reestablish regional accreditation processes with surrounding districts that include true parental and local community involvement will strengthen our schools. Now here are some steps that we can take to get our schools back. Our group recognizes that parents are the first authority in the lives of their children. This proposed governance plan begins with the parents and the students. They make school choices. They may choose private school, homeschool, or make choices among public schools. We know that parents are responsible for the care of their children, know their children best, and should be making decisions about what they learn in school. The next level of authority involves locally elected school board officials. They serve the parents, students, and citizens. They govern the local public schools. Groups of locally elected school board officials should work together to make decisions that affect the entire state. State school board members also need to be elected by region and work with groups of locally elected school board members and the elected state school superintendent to govern Georgia schools. Step 2. The next solution involves getting our school rating scores back from the U.S. Department of Education. The CCRPI does not measure student achievement directly. It is a convoluted score that gives varying weights to initiatives from Arnie Duncan at the U.S. Department of Education. I like to call them Duncan Brownie points. The next solution is to eliminate the CRCT test. Because it is a criterion reference test that only measures grade level skills, it cannot measure progress. Our next step is step 4. In order to satisfy the requirements of No Child Left Behind and help our teachers, we need to administer placement tests for reading, math, and writing. We can gauge progress with placement tests across grade levels. We can satisfy the provisions of the law and meet the needs of our students and teachers at the same time. Next, step 5. We need to review the analysis of Dr. Sandra Stotsky for English Language Arts and my analysis of the math standards to select standards that are competitive. We can provide recommended standards as targets and measure progress toward meeting the standards over multiple grade bands. We need to acknowledge that students learn at different rates. They are not all the same. Step 6. Return control of schools to local school boards. They are much better acquainted with the needs and desires of the parents and community. Let them make as many decisions as possible. Step 7. Elect state officials who will represent you, like Kathy Angelucci of the Cobb County School Board and Senator William Ligon. Vote out people who represent corporate interests, like Senator Fran Miller. Step 7. Say no to the federal dollars. Federal initiatives have cost us more money than they generate. I should know. I ran a grant from the U.S. Department of Education for 4 years. We need to say no to the federal government power grab, even if they are using our own tax dollars or the tax dollars of our children to entice us. These are some of the solutions for getting control of our schools back. And this has been Education in Georgia, Part 4, with Dr. Mary Kay Bacallao. I'll be working on Part 5 with some more educational solutions. Thank you. I'll hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.